Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
And today I'm at one of the leading hotels of Delhi. With its quirky and colourful logo, Hyatt's first luxury lifestyle hotel in India, Andaz Delhi, is definitely one of the most recognizable names across the AeroCity skyline. So come with me and let's explore the countless reasons to fall in love with Andaz. Now joining me on the show is someone who's not only responsible for executing the strategic goals of the hotel and ensuring that everyone is working in alignment with those goals, but also the man who is responsible for overseeing the entire operations here with just one goal in mind, that is to create the best guest experience possible ever. So let's meet the man who has the most important job here at Andaz Delhi, the general manager of this hotel, Hardip Marwah. Welcome to the show, Hardip.
Hi.
So there are countless reasons to be here at Andaz Delhi, and we are going to discuss them all today. But first and foremost is the hotel's location. It is one of the prime locations to be at for any sort of traveler, be it for someone who's traveling here for work, or for leisure, or for just exploring the capital city. What do you have to say about that?
So AeroCity actually is the best known address today in Delhi. I think it enjoys a competitive advantage, whether it's being equidistant from the central Delhi hotels or Gurgaon hubs, NCR, or allowing easy access to Delhi airport. This is a very convenient location, like you rightly said, for most of our corporates, or in fact even for the local Delhiite, for socials, for weddings. Being a prime address, it creates that advantage for most of the guests around our two key hubs to be able to enjoy the experiences that 6 or 7 hotels around us give, or this entire city walk that has been created inside. So yeah, it's a great place to be in.
So Hardip, another thing that just pops out when you enter the hotel space is its contemporary and vibrant decor mixed up with a lot of quirkiness. So what was the entire thought behind this very unique style?
So when we were creating this hotel, the thought process was to create an experience where the thought process was to be unscriptive, immersive, inspiring, and allow each of our guests to have his own unique style or andaz. The thought process here was also to tap into the local culture and imbibe its history, its traditions, a lot of its vibe, and bring it into the hotel. The customer should have felt or should feel that he is experiencing Delhi through the lens of our hotel, Andaz Delhi. We were also very focused at that point of time to bring in the local flavors, to bring in places where even some of the locals get nostalgic, to bring in some rituals that were probably lost, to bring in designs and art into the hotel which reflect Delhi or give us a sense of what Delhi is all about. I think there's a lot of hard work that has gone to bring this kind of thought process, and that's what makes it unique and probably differentiates us from most of the hotels that are competing around us today. I think the design, the open spaces, the feel, the energy that you get when you walk into this hotel is what makes this product very, very unique.
Well, very well thought out. I love the style of this hotel. And now let's come to the rooms, okay? The first thing that a traveler looks at, while booking a hotel are the rooms. So you have about 401 rooms here decorated with locally inspired details, and each of the room contains one of 401 unique art from Delhi, inspired by Delhi. So what do you have to say about that? What was the thought behind this? You know, it's very unique again.
So see, Delhi has such a rich history, and I think that's where our inspiration came from. The thought was to capture that history and bring it into our experiences. So we took inspiration from this kaleidoscope of local culture, and we brought it into rooms, and 401 book, which is our unique offering in the room, brings it to life. And I'm often asked a question, why 401? And simple answer, we have 401 rooms, and each of this room has a reason which is defined in the book on a particular page number dedicated to the room, and then has an artifact which represents that experience. In fact, I would say 401, this little book that we created, is our tribute to Delhi's amazing culture, its tradition, its people, its vibe, and the rich history that it has. And I hope we have been successful in that attempt. In fact, I think this is a loved book which most of our guests want, and a lot of our guests actually take it as part of a souvenir, as a giveaway that we give.
So we can safely say that each of the rooms here at Hotel Andaz is different and unique in its own way, right?
Yes, and it also inspires you to try that experience. So we hope that when guests come to the hotel, they get inspired by that particular page number and actually go out to Delhi to visit it, to experience what we have been able to bring back to the room. And I think to a large extent, that's what has made us unique. A lot of our guests actually resonate with that perspective. A lot of our guests actually go and visit Delhi based on the guide that they picked up from this book.
So for your guests who want to stay here longer, you have the option of residences also. So tell us about that.
So, within the complex itself, we have what we call the Hyatt Delhi residences, which are a fully serviced, furnished apartments, 124 of them. And the perspective was to create these to attract guests from our international host countries. So we have a lot of these guests of ours coming from Japan, from Singapore, from Korea, and they're extremely popular within these communities. These apartments have truly been designed as home away from home and give the guest an experience which combines our services and privileges from a unique five-star hotel. We have a lot of experiences that we ensure that there is an engagement with the guest, and as I said, we have a Japanese-speaking consultant to ensure that there is no language barrier. We also have what we have just recently launched, a market list that helps us to source local ingredients that the guests may need back from home into the comforts of their apartments over here. These apartments are divided into 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom, and are uniquely popular townhouses, or duplex townhouses as we love to call them. These apartments also have a good advantage because they have the proximity from here to central Delhi or to schools, or the ability to have easy access to the airport. So a lot of our guests now prefer this, and I will very proudly say that we are the only hotel in Aero City that actually has this kind of a setup and these kind of apartments available.
And you also provide them some personalized experiences.
Yes, so the thought process was, we are evolving, and as our clientele changed, as the mix changed for us, we realized it's very important to ensure that these small touch points come into play. For example, we meet them once a month on a social get-together where we get to know our guests personally and understand better their requirement. We also, for example, create a lot of 401 experiences from the hotel on the apartment side to give them a taste of Delhi. This also inspires them and encourages them to kind of explore Delhi and the nearby areas around it. Yeah.
The rooms at Andaz Delhi has spacious contemporary and aesthetic interiors. The rooms also offer sustainable in-room amenities. The hotel is also a first when it comes to offering a complimentary mini bar and coffee machine installed in each room. Some of the rooms also have the stunning view of the Indira Gandhi International Airport runway, an exciting vantage point to watch aircrafts taking off or touching down. While the residences are more contemporary styled with trendy living rooms, high quality furnishings and vibrant, warm and comfortable bedrooms to make it a unique, chic and secure option for guests and families.
Well, with that, it's time for a short break. We'll continue our conversation with Hardip and explore more reasons to fall in love with Andaz Delhi. Welcome back to our special episode where we are exploring countless reasons to fall in love with Andaz Delhi, and I'm still in conversation with the general manager of this hotel, Hardip. So Hardip, we are sitting here at this beautiful food hall called Annamaya, where you not only get delicious but also sustainably sourced ingredients. How interesting.
So see, Annamaya is our representation of a modern food hall which inspires our guests to eat mindful, shop artisanal and raise awareness. Personally for me, it is a forward-looking Indo-Eurasian a la carte restaurant in a convivial setting, offering experiences which are immersively local and loved by our local communities. They love the restaurant. So while we try and promote mindful eating, we also promote or encourage our guests to shop from here so that they can support all these local artisans from whom we buy products across the country. A good example is our retail store or retail shelves that are across the restaurant that you will see. They have got products that we actually use for our day-to-day cooking and are available for our consumers to buy, and that's how they kind of support the local community as well. The restaurant is extremely popular in the local communities that we have, especially families and our local corporates who are based around Aero City. I think the meals here, naturally for me, are delicious, but they also work around this whole concept of provide flavor, and that's how we kind of try to position ourselves.
Andaz Delhi surely takes an innovative approach to restaurants and bars that place an emphasis on consciously sourced ingredients and local artisans' produce. One can indulge in delicious modern and local cuisine at Annamaya Food Hall and pour in an evening drink at the Juniper Bar, India's first gin bar. Also the perfect place to socialize and entertain friends and colleagues. And there is Soul Pantry, a bespoke eatery inspired by the forgotten and nutrition-dense grains of India. The outlet is centered around today's collective consciousness and growing awareness of well-being. A fresh approach with an inspiration derived from nature, led by an all-women's team.
So Hardip, from sustainable food choices to sustainable way of living, sustainability is the new normal. So how does Andaz comply with that?
See, at Hyatt itself, sustainability is a key pillar, and it's part of a brand ethos. And obviously, when Andaz was being conceptualized, we were very mindful of how our experiences would incorporate such a stance. So, for example, we are a Gold LEED certified zero discharge building. We have several initiatives inside the hotel, like the bottling plant to avoid any use of plastic bottles. Our in-room amenities are plastic-free and eco-friendly. And all these initiatives and much more like these resonate very well with our consumer, corporate clients in particular.
When I entered the hotel, I saw a lot of corporates. So what do you do that appeals to them?
So Hyatt had always been in the forefront of innovation, and Andaz brand gives us that opportunity to go beyond traditional offerings and provide a formally informal environment and interaction. In fact, The aim is to give our customer experiences which are barrier-free and encourage conversations, which I think itself is a huge differentiator, right? Our offerings go beyond having innovative meeting rooms or which spread over 37,000 square feet of space, including our pillarless ballroom, our 8 meeting studios, which have this entire open kitchens that give you a residential feel. Not to mention or not to forget our renowned World of Hyatt program that rewards you on every stay.
The World of Hyatt is a fantastic program. I am a loyalty member in a lot of airlines and other things. But what I love about the World of Hyatt is that I can use my points for so many things, as well as it's very simple to actually use them.
The recognition that the Hyatt World of Rewards gives to the globalists is fairly unique in terms of the amenities and in terms of how they consider the guests and how they look after them. I think, so even though there might be quite a few of these guests, but each guest gets a unique experience.
As a person who travels for business, it's definitely got the indulgences, it's got the charm, it's got all the facilities that you can ask for. But it also has that level of professionalism that I can sit down quietly at the bar and have a meeting or a discussion without being too distracted.
Whenever I make plans or have plans to come to Delhi, I think coming to the Andaz is like coming home.
Feeling at home while being at work is the best feeling ever. Andaz Delhi offers more than 37,500 square foot of meeting and event spaces that are ideal for small-scale business meetings, large conferences or distinctive celebrations. Perfect to elevate your business goals at Andaz Delhi with inspired design and modern meeting spaces. An immersive experience that awaits your visit.
Hardip, before we wrap up this conversation, let me just ask you, what is the USP of Andaz Delhi?
Our barrier-free design, our formally informal service, our ability to cater to our guests with immersively local experiences, and yes, our unscripted offerings. I think this sets us apart from our competition.
And to make your stay a wholesome experience, Andaz takes care of your mental and physical well-being as well. There's a pool surrounded by lush landscape gardens where one can enjoy a good swim and soak in the tropical sun. To maintain an active lifestyle during your stay in Delhi, there's a fitness center which provides the latest cardio equipment to free weights that can energize and recharge your spirit. Lastly, to discover a calming sanctuary amidst the hustle and bustle of Delhi, Andaz Spa offers authentic therapies to balance the body and mind.
Well, my day at Andaz Delhi has finally come to an end, and I had a great time interacting with Hardip and also got the chance to meet some of the guests. And well, they just had one thing to say, that there are countless reasons to fall in love with Andaz.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.